Hey guys, I'm Koko, welcome back. Welcome back to Indie Month, a month where we play 31 different games, every day another game, and today we're gonna be playing Survivalist. Survivalist is an old style survival RPG game that came out not so long ago, well, quite some time ago now, but let's actually look at some basics first before I go into details. So, it's been developed by Bob the Game Development Bot, which is very much a mouthful, but hey, kudos to you, and published by Genorma Corp Holdings Ltd. It came out on 30th of January 2015, so more than 3 years ago. So when I said, hey, not so long ago, well, it's not so long ago, but in the gaming industry, that's quite some time ago now. Anyway, it has mostly positive reviews on Steam, and it's like 1,500 of them, so that's, you know, it's pretty good. It's not too bad. You can buy it on the cheap, like it's only 4.99 euros on Steam, so it's pretty available, I must say. And also it goes on sale, so you can buy it for even cheaper. And if you remember a couple of episodes ago when I was playing Neo Scavenger, I was saying, hey, that game was recommended to me by Steam for a long time, and same goes for Survivalist. And when I decided I'm going to do the Indie Month, I said, hey, Survivalist, that would be a great game to play, let's go get it. And I went and bought it because I always was looking forward to like playing it, but never had the, I don't know, timetable to do so. But I thought it could be a great game to play on my channel, and I still think so. But let's just take a look at it for now. So, the gist of the game, zombie apocalypse. A year after it happened, you emerge from your bunker. You're kind of a dick. The way you talk to other people, you're kind of a dick, but that's fine, it's okay. It's a huge open world where you play the way you want to play. Like after like first, I don't know, half an hour, it's kind of a tutorial-ish, but then gives you a lot of freedom to play. You're also not alone. Like you're gonna meet other survivors, and they might join your party. And when they're in your party, you can freely switch between them, and whoever you have like selected is gonna be the guy that you're gonna control, and the rest is gonna follow him. That actually works when you interact with others, like I don't know, using a lady that needs insulin in the like early tutorial-ish part. She needs to talk to a guy that otherwise wouldn't let you into his like abandoned pharmacy if you talk to him with your main guy, right? So options there. So it's very like an old style RPG. Old style. Well, it's not exactly RPG because you don't level that much, but you do level your skills a bit. You have a couple of like generic skills like firearms and construction and stuff like that, and you level those up by using stuff, by doing things, which is cool and the way it should be. But otherwise, controls pretty basic. It's like a 2.5D world where you look upon your character when he runs around. Graphics, nothing special to speak of, but they do speak to me because I really like the style. It's like, as I said, it's old style RPG, survival game in post-apocalyptic world. I get the Wasteland vibes, I get the Fallout vibes. It's in the American desert again, and there's some abandoned shacks and buildings and towns around there that you can explore and scavenge and meet people and stuff like that. You also don't see that far around you, which is good, because out of the darkness there's gonna be zombies jumping on you, right? And so you kind of want to have that darkness. So you get them catching up on you unexpectedly, because if you would see them, of course you could just expect them, you know, prepare. But otherwise you just have to be on your toes all the time because you can't see them, right? Right. Okay, let's talk further about the party system. There's also online co-op. Basically, whenever you start your game, the game is gonna tell you, hey, will you allow people to join you, or do you want to invite people, or you just want to play single player? And you can always invite people, and then others will control other people in your party, which I think it's a great idea. I don't know how many people actually play this that way, because, you know, it's not the most popular game out there, but I think it's a great idea. And I'm thinking of telling Nemo about it and maybe giving it a try together, because I think it could be a great game to play. It's you know, it's old style. It's probably not gonna get many views, but I think it could be pretty dang good. Also, the way you fight, basically you start with like your fists and you can kick zombies that run at you, and then you get a pistol early on, and then after that you get a shotgun, you get a rifle, and machine gun, all that kind of good stuff, and you can just mow down the zombies a bit faster. But as expected, the zombies get tougher, right? You have different strains of zombie virus, like the green strain is they're weak, and you actually have some anti-strain thingies that you can eat, and I guess you don't get infected. Otherwise, you have red strain, you have blue strain. Those are of course tougher. Let's talk about inventory management. That is a bit clumsy, I would say, because when you enter a building, it doesn't actually show you the inside of the building. It just takes you to the loot window, and you can basically loot stuff in between, but your guys can't carry much, so you're not gonna be just going around and just picking everything you see, because let's say a shotgun is gonna take half of your inventory already, the way it weighs, so you can't really pick much. And like, you grab a shotgun, you grab a couple of shells, you grab like 2 waters and like 2 bags of chips, and you're already at like as much as you can carry at your carrying capacity. So don't expect to haul a lot around. Some characters can carry more, some can carry less. So you know, if you go on a scavenge run, it might be wiser to actually send a person that can carry more. Also, when you go on a mission, you can actually send your party people on a mission. Like, you control one character and go with him in one direction, and you can send, hey, you go on this mission, go get supplies from that town, and he's gonna go there in real time. He's gonna go, you can see him shooting stuff and things like that. And here comes like the old style part of the, like, that side panel where as you walk you can see your face, you can see the stuff around you. Like if you hold a gun, you can see him holding a gun. When you talk to other people, that's where the conversation is going to happen. And then below that you have the minimap, and below that you have like your character and how much ammo he has, which weapon he's using. So it's kind of cool. But as I said, it's very old style. It doesn't exactly belong into the new generation of gaming, but if done properly, it can be very nice. One thing I must say is that the developer is busy working on like second game, on like Survivalist 2. I see that there's like frequent updates on the Steam page all the time, and where he posts like screenshots of his new stuff. I believe he's using Unity for the second game, so the graphics are much better. Like the details of the characters and how they look, it's much better. It's much well, new generation, I'd say. But yeah, it still has the charm of the like survival wasteland area. So I'm looking forward when that's gonna be announced. That's probably gonna be a great game to play, because you can expect this style of game that really works, really sinks to me, and then with hopefully better inventory management, better I don't know, graphics at least, so you can see stuff better. Not saying that these graphics are not okay, not saying that, but just, you know, I think it's pretty good that it's gonna be a new part. And I see that there's like a big dedicated fan base that always follow the updates and respond to them, and actually follow the guy that's been doing this. What was he called? Bob the Game Development Bot, which is a really interesting name, I must admit. Okay, one thing I haven't touched upon yet is base construction. Like, you can build stuff. You need resources, you need planks and things like that, but you have a guy with like construction set of tools. You can go and build some walls around your base, and you know, just protect yourself that way, because the zombies will like smell your activities, hear about you or something like that. I think they would just smell your tracks, they didn't come knocking. And you have like walls, you have like a chain link fence. You can just shoot through it. They can't go through it, but you can shoot through it, and that works the best when you have to deal with some like crazy zombies, you know, as you would expect. If you watched the what was it called, the Walking Dead in like season 2 or 3, spoilers, They are in this prison where there's a chain link fence all around it, and zombies constantly just run around that and just stand at the fence. And what the survivors do is they go over there and just stab them through the fence, because that definitely works, right? So get some protection, get protected. But zombies are not the only evil thing in this world, as you would expect. People are dicks, right? The world of men is just, well, the way we live through all of these years, trying to survive, basically, in a way that, hey, I'm better than you, I'm gonna screw you over so I can survive, which is, I guess, understandable. But you know, so you're gonna meet not so friendly people out there, especially like when you play first, like the first you meet a lady first and you save her, and then you meet a first guy who is protecting this pharmacy, and he's at the start he's like a dick to you, of course, as expected, because you're a stranger come knocking at his door and he is just afraid of looters, right? So what you do is get the lady to talk to him because he doesn't like you, and then eventually he joins your party and he goes around you. But also, like, after that tutorial-ish session, you get the freedom to choose what you're gonna do. Like, are you gonna tell people to just F off, or are you gonna say, hey, okay, come with me, maybe we can make a deal, maybe you can come with us. Also notice that a lot of zombies are dropping like tiny pieces of gold. So gold is a thing in this game. I mean, we are in desert, I don't know if there's still gold rush or something, but hey, zombies have gold on them, which is kind of interesting. Combat, shall we talk about combat? You have melee and ranged. Basics. I did mention that already, right? Yeah, I did mention the combat. Basically, you can punch, you can... you always have to move when the zombies are on top of you, because they're pretty much faster than you. They just run at you and jump at you, and then you have to quickly press space so you can get them off. But otherwise, just keep on moving. It's like that is kind of like a bullet hell, even though there's not much bullet hellish elements. But you just keep on moving so they can't catch you. But you don't move like backwards, right? You just don't walk backwards. You walk sideways, the way you should. So when they jump at you, they leap at you, you can just sidestep that, right? And that works the best. But yeah, keep on moving. Otherwise, guns, you have like couple of rounds in your pistol, and then you have to reload. Just the basics, nothing special there. You also get melee weapons, like I believe you can smash things with melee weapons. What have I not mentioned yet? I think I mentioned most of the stuff. I did say that it gives you like the Wasteland Fallout vibes, very much so, but with the zombie apocalypse, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so do I recommend this game? Yes, if you like survival games, if you don't mind the old style gameplay, hell yeah, I do recommend it. I think it's a great game, and I would love to play it more, if that is what at the end of the month it's gonna be voted for. I wouldn't mind playing more, and I wouldn't mind telling Nemo to, hey, maybe you can do this co-op and we can play together. For certain, I'm gonna say that when the next part comes out, the Survivalist 2, I'm definitely gonna play that. I'm definitely checking that out and playing it. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I think it's still like very much in development, which is understandable because the developer still like does patches for this game. Like I've seen there was a minor patch, not just like 2 months or 3 months ago, I think so. So he still like fixes stuff that maybe people report that's missing. So definitely a very, very solid developer that follows the game's progress, and definitely contacts with his fan base, talks to them all the time, and follows their ideas, I think. And so that's a big plus to me. When I see an indie game and a developer that like really connects to the fan base, that's a huge plus. Like I'm not worried about spending a couple of bucks on that and giving him his support, because people deserve that. Like he's working his ass off, not having any recommended, like his success is not guaranteed, right? He's gonna work for like 5 years on this game, and then it comes out and it doesn't go off and doesn't earn much, right? That's a cruel thing. That's a cruel world. But I think he deserves all of our support. At least this guy does. You know, not all the indie people do. That's just the way it is. But anyway, Survivalist, I think it's a great game. I think you should give it a try. I really enjoyed playing it. I will probably play it more on my own, and well, eventually, if that is desired, we're gonna also play that on the channel. But for now, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider dropping a comment down below, share, like, subscribe, and I see more doing magic. And I'll see you next time. Koko out.